Yo boys, what is going on? Tubbs here, and today I'm bringing you guys my first Photoshop tutorial. So obviously you guys know I'm not the greatest, or you should know if you haven't been like paying attention to me on Twitter or anything like that. I am not the greatest at designing or graphics in general, so don't expect to learn too much out of these just yet. I'm still learning myself, but I just want to go over how to do a basic text logo like this one right here. So basically it's just overlaying letters. And someone actually asked me how to do this, and it's just, even though I don't have that much experience in Photoshop, I still know how to do this. I did this by myself. It's not like I learned this. So we're going to go ahead and make this ourselves, and I'll show you guys the header that I made to match it. And basically we're just going to make the same thing over again, and yeah, that's that. So starting a new project, or a new file, whatever. We're just gonna name this Tubby. That's gonna be what I'm writing, and well, actually no, we're gonna do like I said, we're just gonna remake it. I did try to attempt to make this commentary twice already, and I tried writing it with Tubby, and it didn't look as well. So I'm just gonna go with Zyker again, even though his name's kind of ugly. No offense. So we have 800 by 800. That's what I usually use. This other crap don't matter to me because I don't change it at all. So we're gonna drag down our ruler or whatever. Yeah. I believe it's called a ruler, and we're going to mark up so that this is the center point, and we always know that. So what we will do from here is type in the letters that we need. So okay, so there's all the ugly letters of his name. Once again, no offense. So let's put these into a group. All I did was hold shift and select them all, and then just hit the folder down here. We're going to duplicate this, and we're going to leave this one alone, that way I have the letters to go back to at some point in time if I need to. So we're going to go to the Z. Let's get this lined up, centered. I don't know how I actually lined it up with the logo from before. I actually did it the same way. I thought I did it differently. Let's get the I down here. And if you can tell, even when you line them up on the line, the letters don't actually line up sometimes. And that's just this font, Typograph Pro. So basically just line up your letters any way that you want them to look. Honestly, it's all up to your preference. I'm not going to tell you how to, do it yourself. Sorry if you hear my little brother crying. I don't know what happened, but he is crying right now. So the Q is kind of big, which can be kind of weird, but it's whatever. So let's move this down quicker. Get this moved over. Obviously, I'm kind of rushing this just because I made this commentary 3 times actually now, so it's kind of annoying me. We're actually gonna push this back so that the corner part right there where the Q comes out, that will be on top of this letter. So we'll just do that now already. And yeah, I'm just gonna speed through this part. You guys will be able to do this yourselves. Take more time, obviously. Line up the letters the way you want them to look. And actually right there, we need this R to come down. Just one. And the X can move over a little bit. And down one. Move it over a little bit more actually. Let's get that going like that. Alrighty then. So there's our letters actually. And actually now we will duplicate this again. And delete this one. And then turn this one off. So now we have our letters. Now it's time to add the simple effect that I did to actually give them some depth. Not an outer glow. That was a misclick. Drop shadow. These are the settings I used. 42, 14, 75 is what I used on the past logo. I'm not going to change that just because it looked fine. So we will right click and copy layer style, and then just select the other letters and paste the layer style. So we have that. And one thing I always notice is that this drop shadow is more intense than this one. I don't know what it is, honestly. If you guys know anything, you can tell me. Obviously, I'm a noob as well. So I just want to make sure that the settings are the same. 42, 14, 75. Because before when I made this, the original logo for him, I had some issues with that where every drop shadow was different. See? I don't know why that did that. Because it should have just copy and pasted it. So 42, 14, and 75. So that's why it looked so intense on the other ones. I believe that's the right numbers. Let me actually check real quick. 42, 14, 75. Alright. I don't know why that happened, so if you guys know, you can tell me, obviously, but when you're going to do this, make sure you check just in case something like that happens to you. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this real quick, and while I do, I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video in the first place. I know I'm not the greatest at this, and you're probably wondering like, why am I even making a tutorial? But as I'm learning, I want to be able to help out other people who are trying to learn as well. So I just really think that this will be progressive in the sense that I should be able to learn things and then translate it and help you guys learn them as well. Especially if I'm learning different ways to do things, I can teach you guys as well. So we're almost done here. And also, if you need Photoshop, I might make a tutorial and then just, you know, have the ways to get Photoshop. I can't speak right now, dude, at all. But yeah, so if you need anything like to actually get in Photoshop, also my CC pack, I think I'm gonna release a header banner template with my CC pack on it, because it's not my actual CC pack. These are just a bunch of CCs that I like, that I've found over, you know, the course of time that I've been doing graphics, which is like 2 years. But I didn't really do anything until recently, and that's why I joined the team, and now I'm starting to actually do it. But anyway, let me stop talking about that. Let me actually teach you guys. So we have our overlays, our drop shadows, and now we gotta figure out which letters we want to go where. So the Q looks good on top of the I and the E, in my opinion, because it's such a big letter, it stands out. I'm gonna put the I under the Z, because Z has a little bit more width to it. I is a little bit less important, in my opinion. Now, the R, I don't know if it would look better under the E. It doesn't look too bad. I actually like it a little bit better on top. And then this one, I put it behind. Oops. And the X, let's see. Does it look better behind the R? Huh. I kind of like that too. I'm gonna leave it like this. So, we're not looking for perfection, and honestly, you guys will be making this with your own names, and you guys can do it however you want. So let's just center that. And let's go ahead and get our background. So we're gonna use the same one, just because I don't feel like looking for a new background to use. Now we're just gonna get this bigger. And move it up a little bit, maybe. To the side. Oops. Why did it move like that? I'm holding shift, and it moved all weird. We'll move it up to there. That looks fine. Now let's go ahead and get our CC pack, which, if you guys want this, please go ahead and leave a like on this video, and I'll try to make a template soon. That way you guys can get this for yourselves. So we're gonna drag that up. Oops, I did that wrong. Get this above there. Alright. So there is the green that we had for this one. Obviously it's a bit darker, and that might be because I had a black background and I made the opacity lower. So I would just grab your rectangle, square tool, whatever this is actually called, rectangle. You can either click and drag like this. I don't know why mine moves the way it does. I don't like the way it moves actually. So I just go like this, and then you can type in whatever. You just press, and then it lets you type in the size you want. So then we can just line this up. Why is it lagging now? I made this video 3 times, it didn't lag before. Now we just turn down the opacity a little bit to give it some darkness to it. You do that different ways. You could also do something like leave this on 100, and then make a layer above it, and then just use the paint and just go like this, fill in the whole thing, and then just make this a lower opacity, and it would do the same exact thing. But I think my way is a little bit easier. You could also just do a color overlay, and then change the opacity. Either way, anyway, there's like 3 different ways you can do this. Let's put this on 82 like I had before. And then through the CC pack, you can change the colors a lot. So I would suggest going and get a CC pack for yourself. Other than that, you know, just do it the basic ways. And yeah, I kind of like it blue. This looks actually pretty nice. You can brighten up the letters by going like this. Paint tool, I already have it. I don't know what this color is. Let's go ahead and just do something like this and just trace the letters for the most part. And then this is very bad. The only problem with this is because the drop shadows are on the letters themselves. You'll see it locks on to the drop shadow, which obviously you don't want that. So you would have to go about this individually. So basically like this instead. You would just have to lock it onto one letter separately. That way it doesn't do that whole thing. And you can use this to, you know, lighten up the color a little bit, change the opacity, whatever. You can also just change the color of the letters themselves and just mess around with that depending on your color correction. So come in here, color overlay, and see right there it's already different. Usually reds are what make a lot of change, and then you can just, you know, mess around in here, try brighter colors like that. That looks pretty nice. Nice little pink salmon color. We'll turn this into that, which actually looks very nice. And then do the same thing where you just copy and paste. But that's a very basic logo, and anybody can make this. So if you guys found this helpful in any way, shape or form, go ahead and leave a like down below. When we reach 10 likes, I will be releasing a template with the CC pack and also a way to get Photoshop for yourselves. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you guys need any other tutorials that you think I will be able to do, I might go over like 3D logo making type stuff, and just simple stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the future videos. Peace out.